And you don't want anybody and everybody to nibble off of your plate of food, to take from your plate of food, to eat from your plate of food, that by the time it gets to your future husband or your future wife, everyone is already taken from that plate of food and you're giving them the scraps. You see, I have a smoking hot wife over there. God, babe, you're so hot. And I'm so thankful that I saved my hot plate of food for her because she eats it so well.
Oh, God. Thanks for watching Christian Meme Review. This episode is sponsored by Anderson University and made possible by viewers like you.
Guys, we have 2 new things that we are doing. First off, we found an incredible meme page. We also have something brand new that we're doing in May, starting in May.
How nervous are you about it?
Not nervous at all, Josh.
I'm not nervous either.
It's such an extension of us, of ourselves.
We think you're gonna like it.
Let's get to the memes.
Now, Jordan, you found this page called It's Church Chad. Check out these memes. That single guy at church. I feel like the Lord is preparing my heart for a wife this year.
I've been saying this for 4 years. Show us. Just show us. Stop playing around.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it.
You know what? Let's just get right into it. Let's get into this conversation. I think this is about to be really good. Let's do it. Let's get right into it. It's about to be so good. And let me just go ahead and say that I am beyond excited to talk about this. Oh, I'm so ready. Let's dive right into this. And you know, it's conversations like these that are just so great and so amazing. I think it's gonna make all the difference here, you know? It's really important that we're doing this right now. I mean, I think there's just so much discussion around it, but not much discussion about it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So
100%.
there's so much talk around this area, but the moment we're gonna get into it, it's gonna be just insane. This is gonna be so good. Go ahead and hit that share, follow button, guys. It's gonna be really good. Shout out, subscribe. Shout out to your podcast. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we are almost out of time here on this podcast. We're gonna wrap things up really quick. And I'm just so glad we get to have this discussion.
That's like funny, but it just drives me nuts.
Hey man, I've heard you've been struggling a little bit lately. Can I pray for you? Perfect. Dear God, I thank you for my man right here, whose name I cannot remember for the life of me. I know that he's been making some very bad decisions, and he's in a season of stupidity. But you can pull him out of this and use him a little bit. Not as much as someone like me, but you can use him a little bit if you want to. Also, I pray that he'd start treating his girl better, because she's freaking fire. And she deserves better, and he can't see that. And if he's not careful, someone's gonna come in and swoop her right out of his hands. I declare that. I pray that he start finding more role models to look up to. Someone that he might know potentially. Someone, you know, within this group who's young, talented, hungry, successful, humble. Someone like me. Amen. Love you, man.
These guys are hilarious.
Guys, listen, dial in, alright? If you don't hear anything else tonight, I need you to hear this. Ben, you can make your way back up. You see, your purity is like a hot plate of food that God has given each and every single one of you. And you don't want anybody and everybody to nibble off of your plate of food, to take from your plate of food, to eat from your plate of food, that by the time it gets to your future husband or your future wife, everyone is already taken from that plate of food and you're giving them the scraps. You see, I have a smoking hot wife over there. God, babe, you're so hot. And I'm so thankful that I saved my hot plate of food for her because she eats it so well.
Oh, God.
Guys, and I want that for you. God wants that for you. So please, save your hot plate of food.
Is this how they still talk? I mean, it's been so long since we've been in a youth group. Is this, I mean, it must be, like.
It's gotta be.
Unless they're making these jokes for the boomers. Is this still a thing that goes on?
I think that people just don't go. And now they're making this for us.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's really like anymore.
What's the biggest takeaway from this entire experience?
The biggest takeaway from this experience is that I'm gonna do it again.
The best part of that was him drinking the coffee cup and moving his cell phone up.
Okay, here we go. Podcasters be like part 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like we just like have to be having conversations. No, like we have to be. No, and like it's so important. Like even having a conversation about the dialogue of having a conversation, or you know, having a conversation while having a conversation. You know,
so needed.
Like it's so important. It's
This drives me crazy.
It's so important. No, that's so good. And like that actually reminds me of like funny story actually. So like my mailman has a cousin, and like it's crazy how like it all happened. Or, you know, like it's super crazy. Wow. But like even bringing that back to like having conversations. No, that's so good. You know, and even this brings something up. I want to touch on the fact of like how the topic of having conversations actually.
I was like, it's gotta cut right there. That's pretty funny if it cuts. Yeah, these guys get it. Whoever you are, you get it.
Oh man, so funny. It's like not funny to me. It's just annoying.
But then you realize that's why it's funny, because you're annoyed.
I mean, look, people don't talk like that for long chunks, but they say those things all the time. So
they might as well say it.
Yeah, they might as well just say it all in a string like this video. Like that's what you sound like. It's like this constant like I'm above the conversation. Like we're having this conversation, but like look, we need to talk about that we're having it. Like that's what's important. It's just it drives me up the freaking.
I hate when people say the word conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to hear. But I don't want to hear the word. Just have a conversation. Don't
you just
use.
You just.
I'm saying, just do it. It.
There you go. It.
Don't talk about doing it. Just do it.
Save that hot plate of food. Now, guys, I need you to admit something to yourself real quick, okay? I need you to admit that you're excited about the idea of college, but you feel like college is going to hate you.
Well, we are here to tell you that Anderson University in Anderson, Indiana gets it. Anderson is a faith-based school that has a small feel. We're talking about classes where your professors know your name.
They have a ton of general and specialized degrees, and they're well known for their nursing program. They're experts in RN to BSN programs and have openings right now. Plus, if you're into sports, they're recruiting big time right now for their sports programs, male and female, for freshmen and transfer students as well. So if you're not getting the field time that you feel like you deserve, maybe AU is a place that you should check out. AU feels like a family. Now look, I started college going to a school that ultimately didn't fit me, so I transferred and finished out my degree at a small Christian school instead. If I was gonna spend every day somewhere, I wanted it to be a place that felt like a community, like a real family for me.
And AU offers scholarships to students who attended a Christian high school, so you should definitely get in touch. If you want to see a video we shot with more info about the school, click the link in the description. AU is looking for students like you. Don't miss the boat on college because you think college doesn't fit you anymore. AU fits.
If you want to get all the info, go to the link in the description below to get started. Again, click the link in the description to get started. Let's get back to the meme.
It's Church Chad.
He's got the white pants. Oh man.
I mean, we've all seen that before. We've all been to that camp.
The crazy thing about being out here is, I had to be here. You have to be here to see it. We can always hear about it. We can always like, oh yeah, pictures of this, Google it. You can see the same thing, but being here, gosh, it's so different. Because now I think, like, I can't wait to report it. I can't wait to go back and tell people, like, oh, you gotta go there. You gotta go there. You gotta know freedom, you gotta go there. You gotta know fresh, clean air, you gotta go there. I feel like sometimes we act like we've been to that place of forgiveness. We talk about, like, oh, I went there and I've been to that place of healing, and you're not. You're not. Someone else just said it, and you felt like, well, if I pretend that I'm also healed, then I won't be the weird one. You can't talk about how nice Disneyland is if you've only seen the commercials.
Good morning, church. This is A.R. Jones. I'm a former Army Ranger and current deacon on staff here at Stars and Stripes Baptist Church. I wanted to come on stage to let all the men in the room know about our annual men's retreat coming up here on April 23rd. If you can't tell, I'm very excited about it. We're going to be camping somewhere completely random in the woods. We're going to be punching each other in the face over and over until we get tired of it, like men do. And we're going to eat exclusively what we kill. So, gentlemen, please bring your rifles. I would ask, men, that we also continue our long-standing tradition of not discussing the past trauma that our fathers have imparted on us. So leave that sissy stuff at home. Jerry. It's going to be $50 a head. If you have any further questions, men, speak to Susan in the foyer. Thank
you. Dude, this is funny stuff. This is the last one. I saved this one for last.
Only Christians will understand. Amen.
I understood it.
I didn't know where it was going. I was like, what? I don't know. I was just like, what is happening?
Amen.
I've done that 1,000 times.
That's so funny. Wow, well, we've just found our new favorite page.
Oh, it's Chad Church. What's up, fellas?
I know.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow, good stuff. Oh, my hair's doing something funny. How long has that been going on? Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Look, I don't look up to see what I look like on the viewfinder thing.
Well, that's amateur hour to look over.
This is what most people on YouTube look like when they're like, hey guys, how's it going? They're like, you can tell they're looking over at the viewfinder the whole time.
Well, and
I don't do that.
You can kind of get away with it if you're far away. You can get away with being like, okay, are we in frame
We're
still?
looking at the viewfinder right now.
You might do that to see if you're in frame, but if
I
you're
just
up
glance
close,
over to make sure it's still recording.
Yeah, exactly, because that's
not
happened
vain.
before. Is it recording? It is.
I'm just having a conversation about
vanity.
The vanity. All right, guys. Hey, don't forget, we got something really real coming up here in May, and we also have some other really funny videos coming up in April. So don't sleep on April, but wake up in May.
Don't sleep, but wake up. Yeah. See ya.